Hey guys, I'm Sarah, and it's been a while since I did a veggie patch update for very good reason. Well, we've basically been filling up our new veggie patches. We've taken the layer off the top of our old ones and put them in the bottom of the new ones, but as a result we have been growing absolutely nothing in the meantime. We've actually just been and got some veggie mix from the landscaping place in Rangiora, and I'm going to just plant potatoes as we're going. The idea is this first one here, I want to get it completely planted in potatoes. That was part of my cunning plan for getting extra veggie patches so we can plant things en masse. You know, get one just tons of potatoes to do us for a whole year. When it's the right time, I'm not sure when that is, might be now, I don't know, we'll plant one completely in beetroot because I love having bottled beetroot. Roast beetroot's yummy too, and the rest of them I'll just plant in, you know, seasonal stuff, lettuce. So ideally, planting studs, you want to plant them sort of about 3 to 6 inches deep. This little, what's the word? Word for this little thing, sprouty thing, the eye, that's the one, I like sprouty thing. That side up, and then as they grow, you mount them up. As they grow, you'll see them springing up out of the soil. As soon as you see the leaves coming out of the soil, you do what you actually don't want to do, because I like seeing them springing up. You mound up some more dirt, so you bury them further. So, and that actually makes more potatoes doing it that way, or bigger potatoes, something like that. So anyway, here we go. Just for the record, some of these are seed potatoes that we bought. Some, like this little fella, are ones that we dug up out of our veggie patch from last season, and I just let them sprout, so here we go. This is just me doing a grow room update. Some of you may have seen, on a previous video I did, we walk around the land video, I described what was going on, what we had going, and I showed you this catastrophe. So, yeah, those are all the tomato plants. They didn't survive. But we learnt things, and one of the big things we learnt is that we were actually over-nourishing them, which is not like us. Normally we're pretty good at neglecting things. But we were going all out with these tomato plants, we were giving them all these extra stuff, and yeah, well, that's the result, not Sam, the plants. So they're not doing so great, so we're going to rip these out. What has been doing good in here, however, these fellas, which is elderberry offcuts, because we had to get rid of our elderberry bush, so we just took some cuttings from it, and some blackcurrants. So I've kind of got these elderberries and blackcurrants dotted around, and they're doing good. The tomatoes, not so much. So we're going to rip these out and have another crack at it. So we've got this cleared out. We've just got our wee pots with the blackcurrants and elderberries still in there. I'm going to look at planting out the blackcurrants outside during the week. We have some more tomatoes. We just bought some little seedlings. We've just got 4 of them at the moment. So we have learnt lessons from last time. We went to see the people in the grow shop in Christchurch. Awesome people, great advice. Now, the advice they have given us is to plant them in something called cocoa earth, tone down the nutrients we were giving them last time. With this cocoa earth stuff, I have heard mixed things of some people say, they said to plant it straight in there, other people have said mix it 50-50 with dirt. And I think one of the ways we went wrong last time was we took advice from lots of different people and tried to incorporate everything, and we just overdid it. So this time we're just sticking to the guy's advice, the man we spoke to at the grow room. So we'll see how this goes. Fingers crossed for a better yield this time. Now, another lesson we learnt from last time is we're not going to plant them right near underneath where that heat pump is.
It was 4 separate heat pumps turned into one. Yeah,
it was from 4 separate. So just for anyone thinking we've gone all out and bought a heat pump for the sake of a grow room, no, it was
Actually, it was more of a case of, why are we growing dead heat pumps around the place? Why is there so much in this shed?
And you, yeah, took all the rubbish and created one heat pump out of it. So the advice we were given with watering them, just going to water them with just straight water for now. Obviously we've got those little lips underneath the buckets. Water them so they fill up with water, and then wait, and once they dry out, water them again. That's how you know you haven't over-watered them, so we don't give them water while there's still water in that little tray, but then they don't dry out too much. So moderation. Okay, so my plan today, got this row of raspberries down here. Now, last time our local church had a garage sale, we bought all those, you'll have seen all those blackcurrants that I had lined up in the grow room. Going to plant those out, so I'm going to continue the hedgerow down along here with Sam's assistance with blackcurrants. Now this is not an instructional how-to video, this is just how I'm doing it. I'm making it easy, so I'm just going to put them in the ground, and if they grow, bonus. You're meant to plant them like a good couple of meters apart because they bush out, so I think I'll have enough room in here just for like a couple of rows. Okay, so you'll have seen we planted a whole heap of potatoes in that veggie patch. I don't think I filmed it, but we got that one full of agria potatoes, which are good for the likes of chippies and roasting, that sort of thing. We've got this veggie patch completely planted out in Jersey bennies, which apparently are more good for like doing potato bakes or boiling or mashing. So we should be in potato heaven this year. Fingers crossed. With our other two veggie patches, one of them I haven't quite got enough dirt to completely replenish that one yet. This one I've deemed to be full enough. What I'm actually going to do is some more mass planting. I'm going to do beetroot, because in the past I have done one of these completely in beetroot, bottled a whole heap, and it's lasted us for ages. And so the plan is that last one, when we get the dirt to fill that, it's going to be all the carrots, lettuces, radishes, spring onions, all the, you know, the typical veggies you'd put in your veggie patch. This one here, I'm going to plant a ton of beetroot. It's going to be epic. So I've got some bull's blood and Detroit dark red, which are both types I've had luck with in the past. So let's get planting. Nice and warm in here now. Look at these. Look at how much those tomatoes have grown. So that is awesome. Look at that. So yeah, they're obviously reaching for the light. We sort of made the call not to put them up on buckets, to put them closer to those lights. Whether rightly or wrongly, I don't know. It's all experimenting. So yeah, obviously they're reaching to get to them, but they're looking nice and healthy. They've grown plenty in the time they've had there. So yeah, so far so good. We did get some tomatoes off our plants last season that we planted. To be honest, we didn't get enough to actually warrant the amount of plants that we put there. We were coming out with a couple of tomatoes a day. You know, it just wasn't spectacular. Certainly not enough to keep our family sustained in tomatoes. So anyway, fingers crossed, we'll keep you posted. So I have just noticed in our potatoes we're getting some popping up. So when they start popping up like this, we want to bury them. So yeah, I'm just going to get a few shovelfuls of dirt, bury those potatoes that have started started popping up out of the dirt. Either get more dirt on top or just mound it up from around. Mine are already mounded up a little bit, so I'm just going to grab some more dirt. But my next mission for next week as well is we need some more dirt for our fourth raised bed here. It's about half full with old stuff at the moment, not the best quality. So I'm going to look at topping that up, get a whole heap of seeds planted. I'm sure you'll see that in the next video. But in the meantime, I hope this has just been of some inspiration. It's always fun just to film a bit of outdoorsy stuff going on. So there we go. Hit the like button, I think it's down there. Hit subscribe, and we will see you next week. Bye.